When I started Marag in 1995, so I decided to start work with women first. Pastoralists is a traditionally quite unified community. They are very close to each other. So, but we also assume that they were not using that unity for their own development, for their own occupational development or for education or anything. So we thought that we can use their unity for their development. So to organize them is the first step for us, and we started from women's group. So our first meeting, even first exposure visit of the Marag was with women. And then we thought, if we want to have some developmental issues with this group, then education has to be there somewhere. So we focused on education. So not just the formal education, but education in general also, about their social life, about how to improve their traditional livelihood source, and how to preserve their pasture land and all that. So that are the initial focus of Marag. Right now, the women's pastoralist role is changing very fast. When I saw the women first in 20 years back, in like 1989, first I met women pastoralists in area, I can say that the role is kind of not just changing, but the reducing also, Compared to other community, like women pastoralists are really strong. They used to have a say in their community and decision making. They were quite free. Nobody stopped them. Nobody can do violence against them. Particularly in our state, this grazing land, it's shrinking every day and very fast. And this traditional livestock keeping is more rely on pasture land, common property resources, and which are shrinking like anything. Secondly, the degradation of land and desertification, it's also one more issue. The desert is increasing, and the rich grasslands are also degraded. See, the geographical condition wise, their migration pattern is different in all over Gujarat. Like from Kutch, pastoralists from Kutch, they migrate with animal, camel and sheep mainly, to the part of Mehsana, Patan, that side. And the pastoralists from Saurashtra area, they migrate on donkeys and keep mainly goat, sheep and cows also. So animal preference are different, and their route is also different, both the pastoralist groups. And generally the migrating family, they spend 8 to 9 months outside their villages, either the peripheral of the villages where they have hills or some grazing pocket, or they go far from like thousands kilometer also they migrate. Initially, almost last 10 to 12 years, we are focusing only on grassroots issues, and we are trying to preserve the pasture land, and we fight against law, and we do many things at grassroots level and organize pastoralists and form their pastoralist people's movement, and every year we have organized pastoral parliament and all that. But finally we thought, if we are not reaching at policy advocacy level, at large, at globally, at nationally, then nobody will listen our voice. So now, since last 3-4 years, we are trying to raise our voice bigger and bigger, from grassroots to global, and trying to involve more and more, from state to national to international. So one lady says very interesting word. She says, each of the family, we used to have 100 cows in our household. In Gujarati, she's not in Gujarati but in their language, pastoralist language. She said, "Mal che to mobho che," means if we have a animal, so we are proud.